Today on Studio G Magazine, Jordan Hardy brings light to the diversity of UNLV's campus, Elena Ledbetter got her cheer on with members of the Rebel Stars, and Bree Bradley caught up with a Vegas salon celebrating Breast Cancer Awareness Month. All this and more, the best stories of the week on Studio G Magazine, starts right now.
We are broadcast students
in the School of Journalism and Media Studies at UNLV.
We are senior producers.
Live over the web, bringing news at noon.
In an all-student production, behind the scenes and in front of the screen.
Reporting, investigating, and covering news. In the Valley, throughout the country, and around the world.
Today is Friday, and you're watching Studio G Magazine on UNLV-TV, the week in review.
Welcome to this season's first edition of Studio G Magazine, where we bring you the highlights of the week. I'm Heather Feyerberger. With bullying on the rise, our community reporter Alexis Mers went out to explore an uplifting event put on by Nevada Pep.
Nevada Pep is taking the steps to raise awareness about bullying with their third annual Walk, Run, and Roll Against Bullying. Step up to bullies so others won't get stepped on.
Nevada Pep is stepping up to the plate, and we're going to take a stand against bullying. Not only for kids with disabilities, but for kids without disabilities. All kids get bullied, and we need to stop it.
People of all ages came out to support and participate in the run. There were multiple vendors and even live music to promote and entertain a good time. The event was meaningful to people from all backgrounds. Everyone came in hopes of making a difference.
It's just not right to just make fun of somebody just because they're different, because everybody, their different traits is what makes them like who they are.
Yeah, it's good for the community, it's good for everybody to know, not to make fun of other people, and always keep in mind that nobody's perfect.
Other organizations came out to show their respect for Nevada Pep.
It means hope, hope for the teens that are out there that are being targeted by bullying, meaning you can fight back for change. The Go-To Foundation.
Giving our teens opportunities, yeah!
The run wasn't about coming in first or second place. It was about bringing the community together for a good cause, and Nevada Pep did just that.
The next time you see a bully, step up and make a change. You could possibly save a life. UNLV offers many athletic programs for students, from football to cheerleading, but the university also has a program for the younger generation. Reporter Elena Ledbetter has more.
At UNLV, the Rebel girls and cheer team never failed to give us a show during halftime. But for this first and goal for the Chippewas. Miniature edition.
The Rebel Stars, a dance and cheer program for boys and girls from the age of 4 to 15, provides a unique opportunity for aspiring cheerleaders and dancers. Director of the Rebel Stars, Melissa Meacham-Grossman, explains how the non-competitive group is different from other dance and cheer programs.
We accept everyone as long as we have space. We perform about once a month. Traditionally, we do UNLV football, basketball, soccer, volleyball, women's basketball. We try to do a little bit of everything.
The Rebel Stars not only perform at sports games, but also charities. Every Tuesday night for an hour and a half, dance and cheer instructor Teresa Bybee works with the group to prepare them for each performance.
We do a few charity events every year. We've been big with the LB3 program, the Lindsay Bennett Foundation. This year we're also trying to get involved with a few more charities and donate some time and energy to building scholarships for their programs as well.
The program does not only promote performing, but also, according to parent Ingrid Dean, encourages the kids to look forward to higher education.
It's a really good program to even eventually prep them for high school and even as far as college cheer later.
Participants Tessa Wallington and Gianna Vogt have been dancing since they were very young and enjoy performing together as Rebel Stars.
I just love having that feeling. You're on the court, you're ready to go, and there's millions of people watching you.
I just love being out there. It's so fun.
Reporting for Studio G, I'm Elena Ledbetter.
Thanks, Elena. If your child is interested in joining the Rebel Stars, you can find more information about the group on UNLV's athletic website at unlvrebels.com. Coming up after the break, learn about various fun facts involving UNLV's campus. Stay tuned.
My name is James Grant.
King Louie here.
This is Jennifer.
Crystal May McGuerza.
I'm Savannah.
Zoe here.
This is your boy Miles Lowe.
Christian FGY.
Kaylin Hype. And I'm Jay Luna.
My Mind's Music.
Gonzo Radio.
Combox Radio.
Join us for Happy Hour.
The Miles Lowe Midweek Show.
Ill Vibe Theory.
On KUNV.
KUNV. KUNV.
KUNV HD2.
91.5 The Rebel.
Broadcast on rebcast.com.
You drinking tonight?
Nah, not tonight.
Well, give me a couple beers. You want some?
No, stop.
Come on, just
Stop.
take a drink.
No.
It's just a drink.
I have to drive us home. Can you
Okay.
even walk in a straight line?
Yes, want me to show you?
Oh, yeah, you're good.
Man, what are you talking about? I got this.
Just give me the keys, please.
I ain't drunk though.
Las Vegas is known as a tourist city, but who would have thought that UNLV brought in people from all over too? Reporter Jordan Hardy has the story.
Caucasian.
African American.
Hispanic.
Asian.
Bulgarian.
Iranian. Tongan.
Other. Eritrean.
According to the 2014 U.S. News & World Report, UNLV ranks 8th in the United States for student body diversity.
UNLV is home to many ethnicities, which explains why it earns diversity designation for its 3rd consecutive year. We asked students what brought them to UNLV.
I'm a hospitality management major, and I know that UNLV is well known for that. And I like it so far, so I think I made the right choice.
The diversity. I mean, I'm from a state where we're just all Hispanic. There's not a lot of diversity at all, and I wanted to be exposed to different cultures.
The report for these rankings are taken from the 2012 to 2013 school year, and the diversity index ranges from 0 to 1. UNLV's diversity index is 0.72, with more diversity than University of San Francisco, UCLA, and California, Berkeley. The top 3 schools are Rutgers State University of New Jersey, Newark, Andrews State University, and Stanford University. UNLV students let us know what they feel like attending such a diverse campus.
I really like it because I'm learning a lot with other people. I'm making more and more friends of diverse cultures.
With the diversity here, it's amazing because you have the Asians, you have the blacks, you have whites. Everybody is different. I enjoy it because it broadens my understanding of what culture is.
UNLV is a campus that brings together people from all over, no matter the ethnicity. For Studio G, I'm Jordan Hardy.
UNLV is also looking to expand the diversity by hiring a more diverse faculty on campus. UNLV's Society of Professional Journalists chapter is preparing future journalists for the real world in this field. Studio G reporter Shelley Salbito gives us an insight on why students should become a member of this society.
UNLV Society of Professional Journalists are paving the way for future members to not only get a taste of the professional world, but to also discover what kind of journalists they'd like to be.
Journalism is all about connections, and so it connects you to just this wide variety of professionals. Even if they're not in your field, you might need them one day, you might need their help. And it also is a really great opportunity, even if you don't join, to come to the meetings and learn more about what it takes to be a professional journalist.
Pashtana Yousafzai, president of the UNLV SPJ chapter, wants to bring the lessons that SPJ emphasizes to the attention of the student population.
The purpose of SPJ is really just to get students more comfortable with the professional life. It's also to promote a lot of ethical issues and freedom of information and diversity, and so getting students aware of the issues they're going to face when they're professionals, but also getting them more comfortable with being around professionals.
Journalism professor and faculty advisor Mary Hauscht has much insight of this chapter through her membership as a college student.
I've been a member of SPJ for over 40 years, so I think it's a great organization. I joined in college, like I encourage students to do.
She vitalizes the importance of students' professionalism.
One thing I would like students to know is that you should join the appropriate professional organization. It shows a serious commitment to professionalism, to belong to a group. It gives you access to the professionals at their meetings.
She emphasizes the importance of being an SPJ member here at UNLV.
The people doing the hiring in journalism are almost all SPJ members. So if they're looking at 2 resumes of students and one's a member and one isn't, everything else is equal, they're probably going to call the SPJ member first.
Meetings are held once a month in Greenspun. Students interested in joining can email unlvspj@gmail.com before October 30th. From Studio G, my name is Shelly Salvito.
Be sure to contact the UNLV Society of Professional Journalists before October 30th if you're interested. This semester, students have the opportunity to analyze writer Hunter S. Thompson and the American Dream myth. Farron Enos has more.
This fall semester offers students the chance to break the rules, Gonzo style. Professor Greg Borchard, a UNLV journalism professor, is teaching his special topics class entitled American Gonzo, and features the works of Hunter S. Thompson, best known for writing Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, as well as many other writers. The class focuses around one major theme:
the American dream, this idea of hard work leading to success, or the rags to riches myth. And students in class this semester are looking at that theme from a journalistic perspective.
According to Borchard, Thompson played a big role in creating the Las Vegas culture we see today.
His writing at the time actually contributed to the culture that we have now, our understanding of what Las Vegas is, especially 35, 40 years after the fact, where people are re-examining this idea of the American dream relative to what's happening in this town now.
While students will get a better understanding of Thompson and the American dream concept, they will also learn how to write Gonzo-styled pieces and find their own voice.
We'll send folks off to the Strip to do something approximately similar to Thompson, minus the drugs, of course. But actually, there is a local writer who set up a nice blueprint for us, and his Blue Angel book, O'Brien, has done some nice work retracing the footsteps of Thompson. We may do something similar. In fact, that's the final project I've got in mind for the class.
The American dream may be an older concept, but it's alive and well in this Gonzo-styled class. For Studio G, I'm Farron Enos.
For more information on the Gonzo Journalism class, contact Professor Borchard of the UNLV Journalism Department. After the break, we will bring you some touching tales on female survivors. Studio G Magazine will be right back.
Collegiate Deca promotes personal and professional development through competitive events, community involvement, and leadership development.
I joined Deca because I wanted to get out of my comfort zone. So I got to meet people, network, and definitely work on my public speaking.
To join Deca, it's a very simple process. You have to pay a $25 membership fee. You can either come to our next meeting, our website, which is unlvdeca.co.vu.
We're open to all majors who are interested in business, finance, or hospitality-related fields.
The School of Engineering, located on the northwest side of campus, offers a wide variety of classes and activities. The Great Hall inside the Thomas T. Boone Engineering Complex features an array of the school's accomplishments and work, such as their annual cement canoe competition and bridge design competition that select students participate in. Named after Howard Hughes, this school takes learning to new heights.
This week marks the beginning of October, also known as Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Studio G reporter Bree Bradley caught up with one Vegas Valley salon, hoping to give back to cancer research centers in style.
As cancer survivor of 7 years, hairstylist Linda Gilbert understands the toll it can take on women, especially their self-esteem.
When I was going through chemo, I always noticed women coming in with their wig half cocked and just, very like I'm just here, and they didn't look real great. And I thought, I've got to do something to help this with the skills that I have as a hairstylist.
Since then, Body Spa West Salon has enlisted in charity events such as the Style-a-thon to give back to research centers and patients fighting cancer alike.
Today's charity event is we are doing haircuts for $20 by all of our master stylists here at Body Spa West, and all the money will be donated to the American Cancer Society Making Strides Walk on October 5th.
hairstylists who participated in the event, like Melissa Brooklyn, had their own appreciation for the Style-a-thon.
It's nice to always give back to the community and give back to charity. Having my grandmother be a survivor, it's really close to home. So having the opportunity to give back to people who are hurting, or family members who have family members who are hurting from this horrible disease is an amazing feeling.
With breast cancer research and diagnosis evolving with time, survivor Linda Gilbert simply wants women to keep informed and optimistic.
I just want to encourage women that are diagnosed with breast cancer to stay positive and, you know, always check the girls. Always check the girls. Know your girls. I found my own breast cancer myself.
The selfless act of cutting your locks while embracing the love. Linda Gilbert and cosmetologist of Body Spa West Salon show that even the smallest luxuries in life can provide for the greatest causes. For Studio G, I'm Bree Bradley.
Thank you, Bree. Be sure to check out tomorrow's Making Strides Breast Cancer Walk taking place at the JW Marriott Resort in Summerlin. According to a recent report provided by the Violence Policy Center, Nevada is ranked at number 16 for how often women are killed by men. Nevada held the top spot in domestic violence abuse from 2008 through 2010. Reporter Shelly Salbito has more.
With domestic violence, the number that you're seeing right there is ones who have passed away. So domestic violence is still happening.
The number that she's referring to is from a list that the Violence Policy Center has released this past week, showing that Nevada has the 16th highest rate in the country for how often women are killed by men. Sabrina Hassim, the care line coordinator at the Jean Neidig Women's Center here on campus, listens to women each day become a victim of domestic violence.
The number one issue that victims face is getting out of their situation. And that's also a barrier when it comes to like friends and family, them trying to understand the situation.
The Women's Center offers that guidance to aid survivors and victims.
At the Women's Center, our primary focus is on anti-violence, so sexual assault, domestic violence, and stalking.
Sabrina said that victims at the Women's Center have struggled to overcome their situations of violence.
I'm thinking as a victim, I'm thinking of myself as it being my fault, which kind of like falls into the whole victim blaming scenario. Even though I know that it's not my fault, I still believe that it is.
This woman is a survivor of rape. She asked us not to show her face in order to protect her identity.
It's a very difficult experience, and especially when you feel like it's your fault, it's hard to reach out for help and resolve the issue within yourself when you believe that you put yourself in it.
The Silver State was ranked #1 for the past 3 consecutive years for domestic violence abuse. For Studio G, my name is Shelly Salbito.
The ranking is based on data from 2011 when 20 women were killed by men in Nevada, involving single victim, single offender homicides. We hope this progress will continue for years to come. Coming up on Studio G Magazine, we will feature some of our favorite furry friends. Don't touch that mouse.
I think what a lot of people don't realize, we provide 1,300 hot meals a day through 3 of our kitchens. We have about 650 people sleeping in beds provided by the Salvation Army every night. We have 127,000 of people that we touch every year. It's huge, and people have no idea that we do more than have thrift stores and ring bells at Christmas.
Your house too. Located on the campus of UNLV on Brussels Street sits Housel House, the Center for Social Justice. A place where everyone can participate, explore cultural identity, share different experiences, and learn leadership skills. No judgments. You are accepted, you are important, and you are welcomed.
Stand up, speak out, and change the world.
Vegas Shepherd Rescue, an organization here in the Las Vegas Valley, is helping German Shepherds find their forever homes. Reporter Farron Enos has the story.
One shepherd stands out amongst the rest. Denny is new to the Easterling household, but only for a few weeks.
Denny's amazing. He's sweet. He's really calm. He's a puppy, but you couldn't tell.
So if Denny is such a sweet dog, then why isn't Easterling keeping him? That's because Easterling is a foster mom for Vegas Shepherd Rescue, or VSR, an organization exclusively in Las Vegas that rescues and cares for surrendered, battered, and homeless shepherds. Sherry Dale, a board member for VSR, explains the many benefits of fostering a shepherd.
When you foster a dog, you open up a space in our boarding facility for us to save another dog, which there again opens up a space at the shelter for them to save another dog. So you're not just helping out the dog you're fostering, but you're saving 2 other lives as well.
So what does it take to foster a shepherd? Easterling explains it's not all that easy.
Patience. It's heart-wrenching whenever the dogs that you get attached to and you spend so much time with and love so much, see them walk out the door, but you just got to keep reminding yourself that they're going to a good home. And that's it, I guess, you just need to love the dogs.
But once you start fostering, it may be hard to stop.
It's very addicting, and it does really make you feel good knowing that you're changing so many different lives and animals and their families that they get adopted to.
For shepherds like Denny, going through the process of finding their forever home just got a little sweeter. For more information on how to foster or adopt shepherds, visit VegasShepherdRescue.com. For Studio G, I'm Farron Enos.
They're so cute. More information can be found at www.VegasShepherdRescue.com. No one wants to pass up on Happy Hour in Las Vegas, and now there's a fun furry event where you can take your friends, as well as your 4-legged friends. Reporter Elena Ledbetter has more.
I was at the hairdresser and I take my dog everywhere, and I was just like, there should be an event where you're able to take your dog, have dinner, and just have a good time, because dogs love, playing and interacting with each other. So that's how Yappy Hour was made.
Judy Perez, the founder and director of Yappy Hour, has opened up Rumor Boutique and Hotel's courtyard for guests to enjoy happy hour with their furry friends. Guests Kelly Rudis and her 4-legged friend Henry enjoy celebrating Yappy Hour together at Rumor on the last Thursday of every month.
This is so wonderful. I mean, I love it that the dog can have fun, I can enjoy the evening. It's just such a relaxing environment.
The environment of the courtyard is open for pups and their owners. They can roam around, socialize, and even celebrate birthday parties. UNLV student Shelby Arbizich attended to celebrate her puppy Marley's first birthday.
And they were so accommodating. They set up her own table, birthday party. I walked in, there was chairs set up for all my guests, and there was no additional charge for any of it.
Every Yappy Hour, there is a live DJ as well as a party theme. Next month, for Halloween, guests will be able to dress their dogs and enter to win a cash prize of $500. Rudis has an idea of what she will dress Henry as.
I am thinking about him being a prisoner with a little number, with the striped outfit.
Yappy Hour is supported by the Animal Foundation as well as other organizations. Perez explains that with every event, Yappy Hour tries to give back and support the shelter.
We give a percentage of the entrance fee back to them. They've been a proud supporter, and we support them and do other things with them as well.
Celebrating Happy Hour is only possible with your 4-legged friend at the Rumor Hotel. So come out, get your party on, and have a yapping good time. For Studio G, I'm Elena Ledbetter.
Thanks, Elena. The next Yappy Hour will be held at Rumor Boutique and Resort on the 17th of October. Don't forget to dress up your dog. The more creative the costume, the better. And the countdown to Halloween has begun, so we end this week's show with a spooktacular segment to get you in the mood when we get back from the break.
Your community's farmers market. Welcoming, lively, friendly. A place where neighbors and friends come together to celebrate their community. With over 50 vendors, organic, sustainable, fresh produce are available just for you. Support and buy local. at Fresh 52.
Grant. King Louie here.
This is Jennifer.
Am I going to be on camera 1 or 2 for this?
Zoe here.
It's your boy Miles Lowe. Christian FGY.
Kaylin Hype. And I'm Jay Luna.
My Mind's Music.
Gonzo Radio.
Convox Radio.
Join us for Happy Hour.
Miles Lowe Midweek Show.
Ill Vibe Theory.
On KUNV.
KUNV. KUNV.
KUNV HD2.
91.5 The Rebel.
Broadcast on revcast.com.
Recently, the American Red Cross Club at UNLV made a themed blood drive to attract students on campus. Being that Halloween is approaching, the theme of blood fit their attraction in partnering with the local zombie apocalypse store to help raise awareness in donating blood and first aid, with the popular horror theme of zombies to go with it.
Talk to them about it, and they were totally psyched to do it, going here on campus, and after that, all it took is just getting the truck, big truck here.
This is our zombie apocalypse blood drive. So it's just a blood drive we're having at UNLV with the Red Cross Club, and we're partnering with the zombie store. So they brought their equipment and some coupons to give away too.
It's been going great so far. Most people just come here walking around. We do recruitments before the actual blood drive itself, and that's all it takes, and word of mouth as well, and advertising.
It's a mannequin, some health and safety stuff, showing you health and safety about giving CPR or first aid to someone that's been affected by a zombie.
Yeah, it's Zombie Preparedness Month, and it's also Red Cross Preparedness Month. So we kind of just combined everything together, and the Red Cross Club is hosting it at UNLV.
Also keep in mind that the term zombie is a metaphor for many things such as natural disasters, riots, wars, and the government, and just about anything else that you and your family should prepare yourselves for or even against. For more information on making a Red Cross donation locally, visit redcross.org. And with Halloween just around the corner, another wild hair salon gives us some beauty pointers. Reporter Ashley Schaefer has more.
Another wild hair salon, located on Washington and Buffalo, gave us some easy tips and tricks when applying special effects makeup.
There's a ton of really inexpensive, just random things. My favorite to use is probably stuff that you wouldn't even think to use. Like you can use tissue paper and eyelash glue to make bullet holes or things like that. And you can use a ton of YouTube videos.
All of these cosmetologists use tissue paper when applying scars and cuts.
Make sure you're using a proper adhesive underneath, because if you don't, everything will fall off.
Okay.
Make sure your face is nice and clean, not oily and gross, and you get everything to stick really well.
Easy items can make a huge difference when it comes to your Halloween costume.
Contacts is a very good thing for different costumes.
Now that we have an idea how to apply makeup and keep it on, how do you get it off this Halloween?
Hot soapy water. It sounds so simple, but it is.
Make sure you use a little bit of baby oil.
Okay.
That will help to take some of that off of there. With some good baby shampoo or baby wash and stuff.
Applying Halloween makeup, keeping it on, and taking it off all seem quite simple. If I could do special effect makeup, so can you. Try something new this Halloween. I'm Ashley Schaefer. Back to you at Studio G.
Thanks to those tips and tricks, Halloween should be a little easier this year. Well, that is all we have time for today on this edition of Studio G Magazine. Tune in next week when Brenda Gomez brings you the highlights of the week. Have a great weekend, Las Vegas.